Seasonal products can be gold mines on TPT, or they could be giant time wasters. The difference is strategy. What we're going to be talking about in this episode today, how to make the most money as quickly as possible with seasonal resources. We're going to talk about 3 strategies that are going to help you figure out exactly what's worth your time so that you can double down on what's working for maximum earnings. Let's get started. The main thing when it comes to seasonal resources is we want to figure out what works and what doesn't, so we aren't wasting our time during that precious window of opportunity that we have to sell those seasonal resources. Because the one thing that makes a seasonal resource really great is that you have potential for a lot of views and a lot of traffic during a short window of time. But then of course the downside to that is you have a short window of opportunity to sell that product. So unlike an evergreen resource, you don't have all year to figure out why it's selling, whether or not your preview is effective, whether or not it's the cover, or whether or not buyers are attracted to your product at all. So we really want to come up with a game plan and a strategy for how to stock seasonal resources in your store and make the absolute most of your time investment. So number 1, targeting the same keywords, but with different activity or product types. So if I have in my niche, if I can target kindergarten, Halloween, craftivity, if those keywords are something that I can rank for on the first page, and I see opportunity for targeting those keywords, I could choose to create 3 different types of Halloween, kindergarten, craftivities. Okay, all targeting the exact same 3 keywords, but I could go with something different, a little bit different for each one. So maybe the first one is just a straight up like craft. Maybe the other one is very specific to math or to reading, and I'm able to target those keywords while still focusing on a grade level skill. So I can target the same main keywords, but create 3 different opportunities for the buyer. One with no focus, one without any focus on, say, math or literature, and it's solely focused on the craft or affirmation or social emotional learning or something like that. And then another one focused on literature and another one focused on math. And I could create these 3 different resources, all targeting the same keywords. What this is going to do is hopefully land me on the first page of search results for all 3 products, where those 3 products can then duke it out. Okay. So the goal is to see what are buyers most attracted to during the season for those keywords. Now, what this is going to do is this is really going to give me a lot of information moving forward to decide what types of products I'm going to spend my time creating first. So this doesn't mean that once I create these, if like I don't sell nearly as many SEL resources as I do of the math craftivity, that I'm just going to nix all of them. What it means is it's going to give me a better idea of where to focus my time. So let's say I put all 3 of these up here and I realize that out of the 3, it's the math activity that buyers seem to be the most attracted to. So again, I'm targeting the same keywords with all 3 resources. That doesn't mean that I'm not showing up for other search results, because it could also be like they're typing in math craftivity and more people are typing that in and I'm getting more traction that way. Or it could be that buyers are more interested just in general in SEL versus focusing on literature or sight words or what have you. But I'm giving myself multiple opportunities here to see what buyers are most attracted to. And if I notice that they are most attracted to, say, the math craftivity, then what I can do before the next holiday, before the next season, or before the next month, whatever I'm targeting, I can do my best to go ahead and knock out all of the resources for that product line. So I could, if I targeted Halloween's out of the way, then I could go ahead and like quickly try to create a math craftivity for Thanksgiving, math craftivity for winter, math craftivity for Christmas, one for Valentine's Day, one for New Year's. Like I can just go ahead and try to knock all of those out super fast before Thanksgiving comes. And then I have a bundle to offer when Thanksgiving comes. So I know the math craftivity was hottest. That's what buyers were most attracted to. And so I can quickly create that bundle before the next season so that hopefully I'm going to be able to get the biggest bang for my time buck. And if they are interested in that Thanksgiving math craftivity, they could go ahead and purchase the whole bundle for the whole year. And that is going to give me the best chance at upsell. So strategy number 1 is to target the same keywords for 3 different products. Let those products duke it out in search results to see which one buyers are most attracted to, and then really focus on finishing that product line out first. That way I have a bundle option for buyers during all the upcoming seasons. The second strategy is to do same season, different keywords. So rather than targeting the same keywords and creating 3 products for those keywords, it's going to be to create 3 different products, but for different sets of keywords. So maybe it's a Thanksgiving craftivity, and then it's a Thanksgiving math activity, and then it's a Thanksgiving digital activity. So targeting 3 different sets of keywords to see which keyword performs the best. This also really works well if you're talking about like specific grade levels. So I get this question a lot, like, do I use middle school or do I use 6th, 7th, and 8th grade? And this works really well if you have multiple listings. I can try each one. So if I have an evergreen product, I have time to take that one product and to try out different keywords to see which one yields the most views for me. I have time to try out the different keywords and see which one gives me the best results, which one gets me the most views and the most traction in TPT search. But if I have holiday resources, it's a little harder because you kind of have this really small window of opportunity. So if I can create 3 different resources and I target different keywords for each one, then I can see where did I get the most traction in TPT search, where was I most likely to show up, where did I get the most views from, and I can focus on that moving forward. So if I learn that middle school performed better than junior high, or if I learned that middle school performed better than 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, or if I learned that the grade level performed better or a craftivity performed better than activity, super simple. All I have to do moving forward is take that information and use it when creating the next season of products and know which words I'm probably going to want to target or which type of resource I'm going to want to create so that I can target a specific set of keywords that gave me the most traction. Strategy number 3, same activity type, but different topics. So I can create one template, one activity template for the season, but target different topics. So I have, like, for example, these Halloween mazes, and they're just Halloween themed maze activities, but I create them for multiple different topics. So I create them for like solving equations, Pythagorean theorem, and it's the same activity template, but I'm able to just like plug and play the problems in or change out the problems so that I can hit a variety of topics with the same template. You could do this with color by numbers. Use the same color by number activity where it's the same picture that they're coloring in, but the problems are different or the topic is different that you're targeting. So then I can see which topics tend to perform best. Yeah, some topics are going to vary by time of year. So you might find that some topics perform better during certain times of year because that's what the teacher is teaching. But overall, you're probably going to notice across the board in your niche that there are certain topics that a teacher likes to come back to review over and over and over again. So if solving equations or slope does really well for me, then I'm going to know next season I want to do solving equations or slope. If something like word problems or something really specific, like say slope from 2 points does not perform as well as like slope from graphs, then the next season, I'm probably not going to spend my time on slope from 2 points. I'm going to do slope from graphs because I know it did well last season. And then I might test it out with another topic to see how that topic performs, if that makes sense. So same template, different topics. So I'm using the same type of activity. I'm using the exact same template, but I'm splitting it up across different topics to get the most bang for my buck. Most of the time, the template is the part that takes us the longest. So if I've got a specific math craftivity, then I can take that math craftivity and rather than just creating a generic math craftivity, which is totally fine to create, I could create that craftivity that specifically focuses on different math skills. So I could do addition, I could do subtraction, I could do counting, I could do number recognition, and create multiple different versions using that exact same template so that I'm showing up for multiple different search results and hitting a variety of buyers who are looking for something a little bit more specific. So our number 1 strategy was to target the same keywords but with different activity types to see which type of activity buyers are most attracted to. And number 2 strategy was to target different keywords within the same season to see which keywords get me the most traction in TPT search. And then finally was to take the same template and to use it to create multiple seasonal products so that I can show up for multiple more specific search results within my niche for that season. Each one of these is going to give me a different type of data that I can use moving forward into the next season to make as much money as quickly as possible on TPT. I would love to hear from you. Have you utilized one of these strategies before? If so, which one have you used and loved? Or if you are brand new to using some of these strategies, I would love to hear which one you are most excited to test out for this upcoming school year so that you can start making more money on TPT through seasonal resources. If you are not subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button, make sure notifications are turned on, and make sure you like this video and leave a comment down below so I'm more likely to show up on your homepage of YouTube so that you don't miss strategies that are going to help you grow your TPT store. Thanks so much for being here, you guys. I'm going to see you right back here in the next video.